Hey, what's up, everybody? John Dorsey. You can work on onlineandhome.com. I'm down here. It's March 21st, 2014. I'm down here in Chicago at the Millionaire Mind Intensive. It's been really intense, which I guess that's the whole point. It's a 3-day event, and basically it's meant to reprogram and change your financial blueprint. And this is day one, and I got a lot out of it just in this day. I learned a lot about myself, a lot about how I look at money, how I handle money, and the things that might have been holding me back from reaching the level of success I want to be at, and which makes sense because it's been struggles, but things are moving along. So I'm hoping this will give me the focus and organization I need to break through in 2014. So it's kind of like to give you an example of what I mean by financial blueprint. It's actually what they coined in the book, The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, is his event. But yeah, so let's say they use a thermostat analogy, where if you set the room temperature or the thermostat at 72, if the room goes above 72, then the AC kicks on to bring it back down to 72. If the room temperature falls below 72, the heat kicks on to bring it back up to 72. So the same thing applies to your subconscious mind and your financial blueprint, to where if your paradigm or your financial blueprint is set for, let's say, $45,000, well, if you all of a sudden come across, like you hear about a lot of people, they win the lottery or they get an inheritance, and let's say it's a couple $100,000, or if it's in the lotteries, or the lotto or the Powerball or whatever. In that instance, they win millions of dollars. Well, how many times you hear about, man or woman or couple wins millions of dollars? 5 years later, you hear about they moved out of the mansion and back into the old neighborhood. He back working his old job or whatever. Basically, they lose all that money, and over time they can't manage the money properly. So now they're back to living how they used to live. Or somebody get an inheritance of a couple $1,000s. A year, 2 years, 3 years later, all that money is gone. Period. Nothing's left. So this is what the event helps you break out of. It helps change your financial blueprint. It allows you to basically break through to the point where you learn how to manage your money, and you no longer have this subconscious ceiling on your income or your net worth or your ability to make and keep money. So, and the goal is to become wealthy or financially free. And financially free doesn't necessarily mean you're a millionaire. Take into consideration that, if you sit down right now and add up all your bills, all your expenses, basically, everything that you spend every month, and then multiply that by 12. So let's say when you do the math, your expenses are, let's say, $20,000 a year. So all you need to make to be financially free is what? Maybe a few $1,000s above 20,000. So let's say $25,000 a year. So now you just set up some ways to make that, and passively, whether it's whether it's savings or investing, you can make this $20,000 to $25,000 a year in passive income. And technically, yes, now you're financially free. And if you want to work, or if you work and you're not necessarily working now, at this point you're not working to pay your bills. You're working because you want to work, not because you have to, because your bills are taken care of with all your passive income streams. So this is why, if you get a chance, pick up the book. It's called Secret of the Millionaire Mind. You can probably find it online, or you can go to Amazon and pick it up. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, and get to these intensives. I'm pretty sure it's one coming close to where you live. It's really powerful. So, and if you find yourself struggling to get to the point in financially that you want to be at, you find it hard to get there or break through. Or let's say you even are, let's say you are at the financial point you are at, or let's say you are at the financial level you want to be, but you want to figure out how can I get, but you're stuck because now you can't get above that. Well, this will help you do that too. So, yeah, look it up. Read the book. Come get to one of these events, and I think you get a lot out of it. So, but I'm gonna be documenting my journey from where I am now to where I want to be, and I think it'll be really interesting for me to look back on, and people that that matter, or people that care to look back on. So, I'll see you in the next video of day 2. So, signing off for tonight. Once again, this is John Dorsey, working online in home.com, and findinfoworld.com. I can't forget about my main site, findinfoworld.com. So, findinfoworld.com and working online in home.com. And I'm wishing you health, wealth, and the wisdom to have both. I'm out till next time.